Hamburg, a waterside metropolis and gateway to the world, where the Longines Global Champions Tour dropped anchor for round 5. Equestrian fans gathered in Europe's third largest port city to see show jumping at its best as the 2016 championship battle intensified. Tens of thousands of supporters turned out and soaked up the sun in the extensive grounds of Derby Park. With 18 of the 50 riders starting the Grand Prix from the host nation itself, they were assured a thrilling day's sporting action. Volker Wolf is the show organiser and knows exactly what it is about the venue that attracts such a huge following.
I'm running the show from the year 2000 on. We had in total about 40,000 spectators in 4 days. Now we run the show for 5 days, and last year we had 87,000 spectators. We have about 550 horses. From the year 2008 we included the global tour, the Global Champions Tour, which was the right decision for the future to make the show more and more famous worldwide. It's amazing to get all these riders at one date to one place. We can expect wonderful sport here.
A thrilling jump-off in the previous round in Shanghai had seen Abdullah Al-Shabatli claim a deserved victory on Casello and take top spot on the podium ahead of Marco Kutscher and Mark Hutziger. As they arrived in Germany, overall rankings leader Christian Allmann was looking to capitalise on his early 33-point lead ahead of Emmanuel Gaudiano on 96 points and John Whittaker behind him on 85. Local favourite Jana Frederika Meyer was part of the German gold medal winning team at the 2010 World Equestrian Games and is thrilled to be competing here at her home venue.
Of course, it's my favourite show. The spectators are really great. The crowd is so supportive to everybody, not just for me, but to everybody. And you can really feel that it's a horse country. They love the sport over here. And for me, it's always a really special thing to ride here.
She's been taking part in regional events since the age of 12 and has particularly fond memories of Derby Park.
I can't remember when my first time was to ride here, but I can remember that I was still a pony rider, and they had a kind of pony derby. So I did the derby probably 20 years ago the first time, but it was just with a pony. And then as a young rider, I did my first derby with a horse, own breeding, and it was a really special thing for me. It was quite exciting.
Throughout her rise up the rankings, one thing has been constant, and that's the continued support of the local fans.
The crowd has seen me getting older and they have seen me falling down from the horse in the derby class. They have seen me with Celagon Labrasco being placed in the global tour. And I still can remember my first global tour over here. That was a great thing, and with the global tour I think the show got the chance to get all the good riders of the world, not just the one that are doing the derby. I mean, all the superstars, the Olympic riders, so it's a great thing for Hamburg.
But she's not alone in thinking how special this location is.
I think Hamburg is special for everybody, because even Ken Farrington, I talked to him last year and he won the global, and even him, and he's been successful on the biggest shows in the world, he said it's quite special because the crowd is so supportive and they're so excited if somebody has a fast clear round, and yeah, it's a big thing to ride in this arena. We're really excited to be here, and it will gonna stay like that. It will be something special every year for sure.
There were German riders aplenty on the starting grid, and with a time of 78 seconds allowed, the first of them to take to the course was Philipp Weishaupt on Chico.
So to start things off, with a ride for Madeline Winter-Schultz, of course, out of Ludger Beerbaum stables, with the 11-year-old Chico looking to go one better even here. And it's a great history, as we'll run through some of the names that have won the Grand Prix here in Hamburg before now. But so let's have a look at some of the early challenges of the course, because, as you say, this comes at you hard and fast.
Straight away into business, 3 big fences, and then he's just played with that treble combination. It's big and it's difficult to look on the line, but he got the 7 strides round there. The line here to the water, they've really got to know what they're doing down here, whether to let them travel or hold them up. This is a short 5 here, quite short, and we'll talk about the distances as we go through. There's so much content in this, you can't do it all in one go. A massive plank, 150, change of leg around the corner, 6 to a very wide oxer, very wide indeed. That will open them up, and so will this, the next fence. That is a big oxer. And then another change of leg round the corner, 2 verticals here, 160 apiece, maximum height. A huge double with only just 9 yards in there. And as you can see, some horses are going to make that very short. And then a big wide St Andrew's cross, an elevated parallel to finish.
Well, finishes on the 4:76.60 and time allowed of 78 seconds, which will be interesting to see. I know a couple asked me on the course what the time allowed was, and I said what it was, and they went, "Oh, are you sure?"
Yeah, it doesn't sound a lot, does it? He wasn't in a hurry though, Philip Whitehouse. You know, he did it with a lovely tempo. He jumped a super round.
Another home favourite, Patrick Stuhlmeier, attempted to go one better on the can.
Oh, and agonising. Just the one, 78-79. He went to celebrate, and then I think his heart went in his boots.
Brazil's Marlon Modulo Zanotelli up the ante.
A clear round, brilliant. These horses are making this track look relatively ordinary.
But the course proved too much for home favourites, Jana Frederica Meyer and Gojo.
There it is, 3 down for the combination. They will fall today without too much trouble at all.
Georgina Bloomberg delivered a stunning performance with Lily.
Great ride there by Georgina Bloomberg. That was a cracker, and that really deserved a clear round.
And Daniel Blumen sailed through to the next round.
Well, Daniel Blumen produces the good once again. It is going to bring the best of the best to the top here in Hamburg.
The young Belgian Nicolas Philipperts threw down the gauntlet on Silverstar T.
Difficult line of fences down over that water jump. They'd like to hold up for an extra stride if they can, but they're having to come on the forward 6 to get there. They don't mind coming on a forward stride to a water anyway, but they can't be adding a stride. They need to get up to the front of it really, because it's quite wide. We've seen a few horses in it. This is a good round here. Very well ridden indeed. 2.5 seconds inside the time.
Andreas Kreutzer with Cavalot showcased serious talent in the expansive grass arena.
He gets the clear and just... that was so well judged.
Yes.
But some of the top riders struggled uncharacteristically, including Marco Kutscher.
That wasn't just an unlucky rub, was it?
And Pius Schwitzer.
Trying to be one of the fastest 4s as the last down.
But the legendary Ludger Beerbaum gave a show-jumping masterclass on Casello 2.
Ooh, was that a shadow or was that a foot on the tape?
I think he... Well, I will wait for the judge's opinion. I think he just made it.
Just made it.
We can't see as well as they can.
No, they'd have flagged it up by now.
Nothing coming up, is there?
Come on, Ludger.
Hit it by a fraction.
No, these double the verticals. Let him jump this oxer first and then watch this great man ride this. So come here. Ooh, he's deep, but he had to be deep and get away with it. He's got time enough. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. That was a real ride and a half there from the maestro, wasn't it?
Kevin Stowe was in hot water on Verjoy van Zorvlies.
Oh, and he is in a splash.
His cause is lost.
Yeah.
And the same jump caught out Sweden's Rolf-Göran Bengtsson.
Ooh, squeaky close. No, the flag's up. The flag's up.
9 faults put Edwina Tops-Alexander out of the running.
The time was always going to be a penalty for her this afternoon, wasn't it? Right from the second fence.
And it was up to leading rider Christian Ahlmann to show his devoted home fans what he was made of.
And what an artist this man is to save a bit of time, is he? Look how he turned back there to that big plank. He's not going to have time faults anyway. This man wouldn't have a time fault at this stage of the game. Now he's given himself time to hold this horse off this fence. Oh, he said, come here, you are not going to have that down. What a rider.
Yeah.
So could his compatriot Marcus Enning join him in the final jump-off?
He's a perfect example of how to put a horse on a perfect spot to produce its best jump, like that. Takes the pace off, sits quietly. The time's okay. He's glided around this course, hasn't he? Nearly 3 seconds inside the time allowed her. A lovely, lovely clear round. That's 13, isn't it?
It is.
18 riders will progress, and of them 15 made it through on the clear, including Bertram Allen on Molly Malone in 74.84 seconds and Simon Deleste on Classic Bois Margaux. Lauren Hoff joined them on Cornet 39, as did Laura Kraut and Harry Smolders on Don VHPZ, alongside 4 others with 1 fault and 1 on 4. In the uncharacteristic heat of early May in Hamburg, it would require a cool head to tackle the increasingly challenging course in round 2. After just 4 rounds, Germany's Christian Ahlmann is leading the Tour's overall rankings by 33 points. One of the country's best-loved riders, he's already achieved global success, reaching world number 1 in 2012. But he puts his current run of form, for the most, down to his much-loved 14-year-old stallion, Codex One.
He's a superstar. He has one of the best horses in the world. He has all the quality and scope what you need for this kind of classes. He proved it several times. I'm in the lucky position to have him. He has the experience now with his 14 years. You can pick the shows where you think might suit best, and hopefully Hamburg is one of these.
Talubé Z is also with him this round, proving he's never short of choices when it comes to finding a Grand Prix winning horse.
I think they are both the same. They like the big grass arenas, like Aachen, like here. Talubé, also the small sand arenas like the indoors. He's a little bit more than Codex. In this season, I picked Talubé for the World Cup final. Codex is taking over now. He's coming to take the second part, but in general they feel more or less good in all the rings. They have the experience and they have the quality to do it.
While selecting the right ride is paramount, he also has a network of support in place to help him maintain his winning ways.
It's a big group to make a good situation for our horses. I think this is the most important thing, the base of everything. We are traveling like 1,000 kilometers all over the world. I come mainly the day before the show or the day of the first day of the show. So everything has to be prepared, everything has to be ready. So I have a very, very good team behind me. Caroline is doing the job on the shows. She takes care about everything, the stabling, training. that the horse is feeling well and everything is organized when I come. So it's very, very important, and without this team wouldn't be possible for sure.
Derby Park's lush grass arena was bathed in sunshine, and the crowds were on the edge of their seats as preparations were made for round 2. With 15 of the 18 riders on 0 faults and 6 of them German, the host nation supporters had plenty to cheer. Carrying 1 time fault, Dennis Lynch was the first to go clear.
This is what show jumping is all about.
Andreas Kreutzer gave it his all on Camelot, but was seconds out.
Got a shake of his head as he knows as he goes over the line. I think he didn't even have to look at the clock to know that, did he?
The Netherlands' Harry Smolders on Don VHPZ was intent on going one better.
Well, Harry Smolders shows them the way and produces the first of the clears.
It was a close call for Daniel Blumen and Sancha LS.
Breathe in, 68.82, he does it.
The German fans were on their feet as 3 of their local heroes, Daniel Deusser.
It's fine, inside goes Daniel Deusser, and first class gives us the third of those to go forward to the final jump off.
Ludger Beerbaum.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Took no chances. He could have added a stride if he'd have wanted to.
And then Marcus Enning all made it through.
Don't see horses ridden any more skillfully than this.
It was a dramatic exit for Lauren Hoff.
Oh, in trouble on the way in.
Unlucky there.
Ireland's young superstar Bertram Allen also struggled.
Oh, it's gone.
That's unlucky. Just unfolded a bit too quick, didn't you, behind?
World number 1, Simon de Leicester, sailed round the course.
67.15, he books his place in the next round.
As did rankings leader Christian Allman.
What a brilliant ride.
And Georgina Bloomberg made her presence felt, the only female rider left in the competition.
Another brilliant round, a lovely, lovely round there.
The bar was raised for the final showdown, and the course was set with full height oxers, encouraging a flat-out gallop across the vast arena. It would be a thrilling 8-man jump-off, with Harry Smolders the first to take up the challenge, followed by Daniel Blumen, Daniel Deusser, Ludger Beerbaum, Marcus Enning, Simon de Leicester, Christian Allman, and Georgina Bloomberg the last to go.
Harry Smolders as the first to go with Don VHPZ for the Copernicus stables.
Good luck, Harry.
Yeah.
Sock it to him.
He's going to give it a fair old spin.
Big oxer, wide. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another big oxer. Now the twists and turns. Look at the angle at the plank here. Up. Turn tight. Oh, what a good turn. What a good turn. And what a good horse. Now, half set out to take one out, but couldn't. Long way up there. Got to jump that vertical. Get that out of the way. That's a big double now. Where does he cut in there? In between number 2 and number 3. And that's a great start. I don't think it'll win it.
Well, Daniel Blumen now, the Colombian rider, who has got a bit more pace with this one, which will be interesting to see. He could really lay it down to the rest.
As you say, he's right. Look, he's away. I mean, Harry went as fast as he possibly could on that horse. He couldn't go any faster on him. That's, you know, it was already faster than his normal tempo. This, as you say, is a quicker horse again across the ground. 35.25. Now he's really going for it. Let's see how he lands here. 22 seconds. He's got there on a quicker one. Can he leave him up? Now he can gallop to the last. Come on. There's the time to beat. Not much in it. He's flying the last. 35.29. Not quite good enough. You see what I mean about Harry being deceptively fast?
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't as fast as Harry, and Harry's horse is a diesel, isn't he? You know, this horse is more of a turbo, and he couldn't catch him.
Well, now you've got a Porsche, first class.
Look where he's gone.
Yeah.
Where did you say that?
That's where Daniel went. That's where the other Daniel went. Yeah.
So Harry was one flower pot down.
Yeah.
Right. I was looking at the clock.
Yeah. Now he can be, I'm expecting a smooth as silk turn from the planks here. This is where Daniel's so good.
He's no quicker than the rest though, is he?
No. Tight up. Oh no, too tight.
But he was, yeah, he hadn't got the stride he wanted. You've got to see a stride coming the other way there, which he did, of course, but it was a bit too deep.
Ooh. Two down.
Two down.
Finds a route through, and it'll be interesting to see the time. 36.18. It's a couple down. He just eased off there. Daniel Deusser and first class. Surprised to see that from them, really.
Yeah, yeah. It's the speed that kills, though, isn't it?
So Harry Smolder still leads the way on the clear, 35.25. A very tight turn up here. Just didn't have it.
There was no bad luck story about that, was there?
Ludger Beerbaum now of Germany. Madeline Winter-Schultz's 13-year-old Casello by Casello. This is where his expertise really comes in here, because he's not really tested this horse in this situation before, has he?
He's got every chance now, hasn't he? Yeah. Come on, Ludger, let's go.
In at the deep end.
Always away, look.
Down he comes. It'll be the turn that's crucial.
On 8. They'll all go the same way, Steve, won't they? There's no variation in that. They've got to. They can't have too much hurry on that plank because they go too far on. That's a great turn. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Didn't get the one out there. Now go 35.25. He's got him. Just about, I would say. Come on, Ludger.
Yeah, he has.
That's a cracker. 34.81. Now, is it enough?
We shall see. Ludger Beerbaum goes ahead on the clear. 34.81 goes ahead of Harry Smolder's 35.25. Nips a little to the last. Marcus Henning is one of those mighty ones to come. Pressure 2.
Gone.
Didn't deserve that.
No, but that's what that's what it's there for.
Exactly.
They've got to, if they're going to beat Ludger, they've got to go at this pace. Look at his time, for instance.
34.72 was quicker.
Only a bit.
Yeah.
And he's had a fence down, and Ludger was clear.
Blazing a trail, the Longines world #1, Simon de Lest.
Oops, bit of a slip.
Will it cost him? Yeah, it does cost him.
Slipped it just. The horse loses a leg like that on a turn. You very often have the next fence down.
Yeah.
And it's happened to him today. It's a risk they've got to take. Pulling them round very short, and he done it again. Look, this turf in places is a bit loose on top. And look at his time, 35.75.
Christian Almond, current leader of the Longines Global Champions Tour rankings.
Ludger's
back in the driving seat.
Very much in the driving seat. You know, I mean, with all due respect to the Georgina Bloomberg and Lily, whether they've got the mileage to take on Ludger over this and beat them, you know, you'd have your own opinions on that, but my goodness, she's going to have to go, isn't she?
Georgina Bloomberg.
Ludger's won it. You couldn't feel anything else that delighted for Ludger and for Madeline Winter-Schultz for having bought the horse recently and then come of age in big style in Hamburg of all places in a Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix.
Well, finishes on the 8 there. It is at East enough time, 36.34, but will finish on the 8 for Georgina Bloomberg.
A fitting end to the Grand Prix of Hamburg as Harry Smolders and Daniel Blumen took their places on the second and third steps of the podium. But a dream come true for four-time Olympic gold medalist Ludger Beerbaum and the hordes of jubilant local fans as he celebrated a thrilling victory on home soil with new horse Casello 2.
Could not be more happy because it really was not something I was expecting. I still have to pinch myself a little bit to believe what happened, but I could not be more happy.
The overall rankings leaderboard sees world number 1 Simon de Lest climb up to 3rd on 95, with second placed Emmanuel Gaudiano on 96. But it's Christian Allman who sits convincingly in top spot, leading by 65 points on 161.
Yeah, it feels brilliant, I must say. It's the home show, and it's also the home show of my sponsor. She's living here 15 minutes from here. I really try to have good results here when she's watching. She has horses and supporting me since many years, and without her it would be for sure not like that. So it's very important, and it feels great when it works like that.
A brief 10-day break for the riders now before the Tour travels to Spain's beautiful and vibrant capital city. The Campo Villa de Madrid's renowned equestrian centre will provide the backdrop as the stunning grass arena fills once again with the world's elite riders, and the competition hots up in round 6.